G'day everyone, it's Annette here and welcome to my channel Alchemy Art by Annette. This week I'm having a whale of a time making resin whales and they have turned out absolutely stunning. Hey guys, it's Annette here and welcome to my channel. Thanks for dropping by. I want to cast this big whale. It comes in two parts. You don't have to use both parts if you don't want to. But this is like ice caps in the bottom. I've got to do another project that I need to use some casting resin in. Any left over, I'll come back and I'll have my PPE on, so I won't be talking, and you'll just see me mix up some white, and I'll do this little bit first, I think. When that has cured a little bit, then I'll do the rest, and I'm thinking of doing it in gorgeous blues and turquoise. Go and get the other project started and then come back and pour the white. My other project, I need to pour the casting resin in layers and wait a little bit in between. So it's 4 hours or 5 hours since I've poured the white, and now I'm doing another layer on my other project, and I've mixed up extra of the casting resin to do the whales. This resin is a low viscosity resin, so it has good bubble release. When I add my resin inks, I don't always show you because I speed up me mixing them, but I scrape the sides really well. I scrape my stick just so you don't get any streaks of the colour, unless you want streaks of course, into your mix. And that's why I also hold it up and look inside as well, so I can see if there's any in there. With this particular mould, I have used it before, and it's really easy to get trapped air down into the tail. So I tip it tail down, pour some into there, and then slowly sort of tip the whale back in the other direction and pour more resin. If any does get stuck down into the tail with bubbles, that is, I squeeze them out before I fill it up. Left these for 3 days because they were casting resin. It's like best to leave it a bit longer, otherwise they'll remain a bit soft. Also because it's casting resin, it has quite good bubble release, and eventually most of them, I hope, have come out. We'll get this out and we'll have a look at them. I just put these two little whales off to one side. I just did a few extra, and one of the big ones, so you can see. I had a little tiny bit left over when I was doing the smaller whales, and I just quickly poured it into a starfish who also looks kind of cute. you can hit some problems when you have things like pointy tail ends and fins. Getting the resin out, it can be quite hard to release it off the side of the silicone. You can either use a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and spray it down there, which is okay, but it does affect the silicone mold. Or you can use some soapy water, which is also quite good. It just helps it sort of release off the side of the silicone and you can take it off okay. I'll see how I go first. So these can be used as jars, or you can get a battery operated little tea light and put it there. Oh, he's coming off okay. Ooh, wow. I think he's going to be quite nice. I'll try not to go off camera too much, but it's a bit hard to hold on to them sometimes. Oh wow, that is gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, we're coming up to the tail, which is the bit that can break off easy. Just try and get some down in here. Squish it around a little bit. There we go. Oh, man, he is beautiful. Really love this mold. It's quite large. So, just over 9 inches long, or about 23.5 centimetres. And from one fin to the other, 17 centimetres, around 7 inches. Wow. Grab a wipe. How beautiful is that? I can't wait to take some photos with the light behind it. This is the bit that goes in here. That come off easy, look at that. Beautiful. There we go. I'm really happy with both of these. They're just stunning. It's definitely the trick to not getting bubbles in the tail is to pour the tail first, tip it slightly, then start to fill up the rest of your mould. Because my hands are wet, I'm having trouble grabbing the edges. That's his top. Oh, got a bit of white where I didn't want it on that one. That's okay, I don't really mind. They're gorgeous, both of them. I'm really happy with both of those. Stunning. Move them over a little. And I've got this little one which I've done before. I only had a bit of leftover Smurf and a little tiny bit of teal when I did this one. Oh, actually, I think it was, yeah, it is. It's teal and Smurf. And yeah, he's got tricky little fins. You have to squeeze them to get the air bubbles out for this little one. Another tail. Of course we got another tail. very thin tail on this one. He's cute too. The last one I actually haven't ever poured before, but it's a solid whale. I guess he's meant to be just a simple decoration. There we go. Oh, this one's going to be tricky, I think. You can see what I mean on this one, how you can get it to release off the side of the silicone with the soapy water. I don't think his tail's going to be a problem because it's quite fat compared to the others. There we go. Oh, he's beautiful too. 4 gorgeous whales. I'll get some photos of them all. And so I'm happy with all of those. Here are some images of all 4 whales that I have completed. They have turned out absolutely gorgeous. I have been asked to do a makers market next year, and I thought I'd have a ocean themed stand with similar colours in blues and turquoises. They look gorgeous with a light from behind, or they would look stunning with a battery operated tea light inside, as I said at the start. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.